Let me tell you something. Actors don't rap. Rappers don't sing. Rappers don't come from Canada. Where the f is Canada? I'm supposed to believe in this light-skinned, R&B face, crying on every song. Does he even write his own songs? I promise you, this is never gonna work. This is never gonna last. Even if he had a cosign. Even if Lil Wayne co-signed. It doesn't even matter. Okay, best I ever had was a cute one, but he needs another one. Nah, another one. Nah, f that. You know what? Okay, he did it, but can he do it again? No, again. No, again. No, again. You know what? He's just a lucky guy.
Are we sure it's luck? 9 #1 albums, 6 #1 songs, a record 232 songs on the Billboard charts, 45 top 10 chart positions, the most of any artist ever. Are we sure it's luck? The first artist to debut at #1, 2, and 3 simultaneously. More weeks on the Hot 100 than Elvis Presley, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. Most streamed artist of all time. 13 Billboard Awards, the most ever in one night. 27 total Billboard Awards, the most wins in music history. A record 431 weeks on Hot 100. Luck is defined as success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own action. This is far from chance. This is purposeful choices, selfless gestures, relentless hours, and a whole lot of good karma. This is clinical, surgical, militant. Even when they don't want to compete anymore, you find someone to challenge every single time. Even if that someone is yourself. It's not luck, my good friends. It's certain destiny.
Anything that I felt for a second might have been a mistake. Those moments are really important, man. You know, I never want to be always right, because then I can't grow, I can't learn. So I have no desire to be always right. I need mistakes, you know. Right. And luckily enough, and knock on this wooden piano here, that like you know, my mistakes are never crucial enough for me to be like, man, you know, they're always great learning experiences. So yeah, I mean, going forward, I'd say the improvements that I want to make are more personal things, you know, like you know, my biggest, like, I forgot to call my mom like when the clock hit 12, you know, those type of things are like, man, like, can't start the new year off like that. Right. You know, so I took her out to dinner tonight and made up for it as best I could. And those are things, you know, personally, I got to be a little more in tune and in touch with my life and realize, you know, my life and the life are not the same.
From the acting to the rhyming, you seem to be one of the most driven people in hip-hop.
Thanks.
When you're in the lab going and crafting the music, is this somebody that you think about from your past that you're like, you know what, for every time such and such gave me a wedgie, or for every time that girl like fronted on me, I do this for that, you know, I do this for that?
Nah, it's more the influential people that I know. I don't really think about the people that did negative things to me. I think about the individuals like Wayne, like Ross, like Ye, like the guys that I know. You know, if I take tonight off, I know that one of them is probably in the studio crafting something magical, you know, so I should probably stay a little longer. I should probably not go to the club. I should just, you know, work, because I know that there's somebody else working if I decide to go play. You know what I'm saying? So I just use like individuals, you know, and especially like probably one of the most influential people like in that regard obviously is Wayne, but you know, as well Jay is one of those guys too. That's one guy like you can guarantee if he's going in there and rapping, it's gonna be something great. So I just use people, you know, I use positive inspiration as opposed to like they're like, oh man, that guy still owes me. Like, nah, I don't, you know, it's all good, man. I'm in a great positive headspace right now. I don't want to give anybody no problems. I don't want no problems. I just want people to like appreciate this music.
I think this is a time for a lot of like self-reflection, self-discovery, self-love, right? And my biggest, you know, whatever you learn in this stretch, in this time right here, the only thing I would like, you know, really ask of people is don't just forget it the day we free up from quarantine. Like, bring all this camaraderie, this unity, we've been interacting with each other so much more, showing each other so much love, giving the people so much more entertainment. Just don't, like, I don't want everybody to forget about these times where we came together, no matter how famous we are, no matter how much money we have or don't have, whatever it is. I just really want people to, like, not get out and in a month forget all these rough times that we went through. So I would love if everybody just carried this energy forward. I think that's a big change to the world once we figure out this one situation, you know?
Facts,
So, yeah.
facts. I say that like we got to use our time wisely. We're not
Yes,
put
sir.
out on timeout for no reason, you know. And like you can't get the time back, and this is being done for a reason. And it's too much of the hate in the world and the unnecessary controls and the disrespect of the earth. And
Yeah.
so this is not a shock, but people have to learn and people have to use the time wisely, especially like the young, the future. You know what I'm saying? I done balled. I can keep on but I'm like for my sons
Yeah.
and my kids and my daughters and your son, it's like when this thing goes over, we got to come together and we got to utilize our power as a hip hop community because the numbers don't lie. So when you have the top 20 songs, the greatest things, Crush the Beatles, and then you have Lil Baby that has it, that's, you know how much power that is, hip hop? We decide who's in office. We decide where the money goes. We got to get down with with defending ourselves. So this time, use your time to prepare for the war that we in. The war that we in is the future is at risk, and it's up to us and our love to be able to come together. So I'm definitely inspired by those words, you know.
Yes, sir. Nah, man, it's a great, you know, there's always a silver lining in the toughest times, and I feel like that's the silver lining. You know, the takeaway is just the fact that I think as human beings we're coming closer together, and the key is, this is definitely the most pivotal moment in human history, you know, that we've experienced. And so let's just not forget about it like we always do. You know, it's like, you know, we live such a fast-paced life that we tend to forget about things that just happen, no matter how, you know, important they are. And I feel like this is one we just can't move on from and forget about. We got to remember, like, it's so many people, even artists and stuff, that felt like they were forgotten about, that now feel cherished and recognized because of some of these Instagram lives and just conversations and comments and battles and people showing them love. And, you know, I just think it's amazing, man. I've seen a lot of happy people despite the circumstances in the last few weeks. And I think people are happy because other people are treating them nice. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that really is something I want to move forward with. You know, it's like when I see my, like, again, like I said, those are my brothers. Your family, that's my brothers. So when I see them out, that's what we do. We embrace each other. We always show each other love because we don't know when the next time we're going to see each other is. And that's all I've been seeing people do online. So I just feel like, you know, I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for that. And anybody that's going through anything, anybody that lost anyone, you know, we're obviously sending our prayers to all of you. And you know what you're doing here today is amazing. You know, I'm gonna donate. I'm definitely coming out of pocket for sure. Like everybody knows.
I was like, man, I don't know how this is gonna work. You know, I don't. I mean, I think of the people that have done it before. There have been some amazing individuals. You know, you take like Will Smith, and you know, I know Nick Cannon was doing music at one time. There's been people that, like, you know, attempted to make that move and did it in a great way, but there haven't been too many people that did it and like were respected, like super lyrically hip hop, like for real hip hop, like the core of hip hop. You know, it was always like they attained commercial success, but when you mention great MCs, you know, you kind of don't hear those names. So that was my goal. I was like, well, I mean, I want to be something for the younger generation to say, like, we witnessed it happen, and not only did we witness it happen, but he's one of the greatest. You know, that's my goal one day.